Good afternoon, everybody. A bizarre ending to the New York Met Miami Marlin game, the 2021 New York Mets home opener. I would like to just give some brief thoughts. Taiwan Walker looked pretty good. The sixth inning, unfortunately, um, he gave up a couple runs. It was 2-1. The sixth inning was a little bit of a struggle for him. Again, Aguilar, just whatever, it's one of those pesky at bats, and they took the lead on Walker. But the previous 5 innings, he was great, and looks like he'll be a solid starter for us this year. So not too worried about Taiwan Walker. And obviously Stroman and Big Jake, and once we get Carrasco and Syndergaard back, we know the starting rotation is going to be pretty awesome. It's going to be pretty good. Um, Trevor May looked a little bit more settled in today, as opposed to the disaster that he was in Philly the first couple of games, especially the Monday night game, which had me nuts. But I've probably entertained some folks with my previous rant on the opening day loss. Um, but no, the bottom line is, and I'm smiling because the Mets found a way to win, but it was a very weird win. And the whole day they were struggling to get hits in the clutch with runners in scoring position. He's seen that story a million times with this franchise. Um, but in the ninth inning, and that's the beauty of it, one swing of the bat can change things. And Jeff McNeil got into one and crushed it to tie the game. So all of a sudden, the frustration of not coming through in the clutch and being on the brink of losing your home opener to a bottom dwelling Marlin team, one swing it just changes it, and that's the beauty of it. So obviously I was excited, but I'm like, well, let's pump the brakes. It was a great, but we're still tied. Let's see if they can get this. See if they can push this home. So, which Guillorme got a base hit, Nimmo got a base hit. Previously McCann grounded out, and of course with Michael Conforto struggling, the right call would be you intentionally walk Lindor to load the bases, have a play at any base, and then bring up the struggling Michael Conforto, he's just. I don't know if maybe the pressure of his contract or what's going on, but he's just not. He looks off right now. But of course, if I'm Don Mattingly on the Marlins, that's who you pitch. You pitch to the guy who's struggling because baseball is mental. You don't think Conforto was feeling the pressure? Bases loaded, one out, first game with fans back in over a year. He wants to send the crowd home happy. So he was down in the count. I mean, he made some. He battled a bit. He battled a bit. He fouled out some pitches, but the way we won, I think we caught a break. I think Conforto didn't make any effort to get out of the way on that pitch, and the elbow, he leaned into that. Um, I guess if you're struggling, you just like Major League Two, Corbin Burnson there, Roger Dorn, just takes one for the team. He, but that's but Michael Conforto. I mean, when you're struggling, it's you watched it, and then that pitch was a strike, and the elbow was right in leaning into the pitch. Probably should have been called out, but I guess we'll take it. I mean, it was a great rally leading up to that point, and especially with the way Brandon Nimmo and Guillorme's hits before, and I like the way Nimmo. I actually I'm okay with us now that especially the news came out that George Springer suffered a setback and he's going to be out a while longer. And the way Nimmo's hustling. I mean, I remember he reminds me of David Eckstein. I don't know how many familiar people are familiar with David Eckstein, the shortstop of the St. Louis Cardinals, where he would always just anytime he got on base, he just hustled, whether it was a walk, whatever. He would just run his ass off to first base. Like he shows he loves playing the game, and Brandon Nimmo brings that similar style energy. So, and with like I said, Springer and his injuries, setbacks, and Nimmo and his energy, maybe there was a reason why George Springer didn't come to us and he went to Toronto. But, anyways, back to the game. I'm happy the Mets won. I'll take the win. And it was a great rally leading up to that point. But man, caught a break. I don't necessarily, it was weird how we won it. But again, we were in a position and it was exciting, so I'll take it. let's see what they do. Let's see if we can actually give Jacob deGrom the win on Saturday when we face Miami again, and go from there. But anyways, long season. I'm sure I'll be making some videos about how happy I am about a win, and some videos that is going to entertain many about how pissed off I'll be when we lose. But anyways, I'll leave it at that. Have a good evening, everybody.